Hey Aries, how's it going? Happy to be here with you today. Thank you for your patience. Those of you who are tuning in after seeing that I am going live here from me posting it on my Instagram story. Thank you for your patience. Aries, Sun and Rising. So you are one of the 5 signs, Aries, that Spirit, Divine, my guides, has shared with me that there are 5 signs that are ready to receive their next steps. So some guidance and clarification is really how they put it. So there's something, Aries, that you it's something new. So there's something new that you are embarking upon, that you're creating, that you are allowing to become your life, that you are allowing to be your new life is what I'm hearing, your new experience of life. And I'm just seeing the Fool, which the Fool card in the tarot, which is you. That's your card, Aries, in the tarot, as well as the Emperor, but really, especially the Fool. And that's what's coming through right now, this energy of you are, some of you are going, to a new place, many new places, you're traveling to new environments, you're meeting new people. If you're not already, you're about to. And I'm seeing you like holding, I saw this for all of the signs the 5 signs that I'm gonna, share, deliver a message for today. And again, this is specifically for clarification, because there's something about you being ready for these next steps. So like I was saying, I'm seeing you holding your like hands, your palms, or your hands like this, and there's this like clear quartz stone with like a pyramid shape at the top of it in your hands, and it's like so I'm hearing that it represents clarity and consciousness, and you're holding it in your hands and it's glowing now. It's starting to glow, and you can feel its glow and you can see its glow. And that is a representation, like I said, Aries, of your clarity and your consciousness, which you have recently come into. And so there's something that you intuitively know now, or you have it's been known, which perhaps is this clarity and something that you have become consciously aware of. This new path, this new journey, this new experience, this new life, you're aware of it. And now the clarification, the advice, the insight that is availing itself to you now with this message, and perhaps other messages or synchronicities or signs, or you tapping into your own, guides and angels, you're ready to receive the next steps. So let's find out what this is in reference to. And then we can get into what those next steps are. Before we get deep into your message, I just want to remind you to please like this video. It really supports me in my channel, for more people to see it, to find these messages, these videos. And I'm ready to grow this channel, so much more. I began to grow my Instagram audience, who loves to receive these messages. And I'm ready for everyone to shift on over here to my YouTube channel. With that being said, it is free to subscribe. These messages are free. And it doesn't take much, right, to support me in sharing these free messages. So like and subscribe below now or at the end of the video or during, whatever you feel called to as far as timing goes. But I am really excited and so honored and grateful to be here as a vessel, Aries, to support you with clarifying your next steps. Let's get into it. So I'm going to switch it up a little today. I'm always going with what I'm intuitively feeling called to start with. And I did feel called to start with that channeled message. And the cards are going to support me in going like in depth, of your clarifying message, your clarified message and next steps. So Aries, we'll start with the cardology deck for Aries, Sun and Rising. Clarification for Aries, Sun and Rising. Ooh, yeah. These cards are shuffling really clearly, like landing right back into the... So there's something very clear here that you're experiencing. Okay, yes. Let's get into it. Aries, Sun and Rising. Right away, we have the Ten of Cups, Ten of Hearts. So there's something about, again, there's new people, there's new environments, new lifestyle, new home for some of you. Okay, let's see. I'll do 2 more of these cards for Aries, Sun and Rising. Sorry, that was like 4 cards, so keep going. There we go. Yeah. 1 more, please. Oh, not too many. 1 more, please, Spirit. Be specific. I think some of you are like nervous because the cards now they're kind of hopping all over the place. Don't be nervous to receive this message. Take a breath. You already have this. This thing is already happening, Aries. So I think it's important for you to discern right now in how your emotions are showing up. And you can decide, because they do show up as the same thing, these 2 particular emotions, excitement and nervousness show up sensationally, physically, the same feeling in the body. So I think you're excited, and it's important for you to hold on to it being an exciting time and not a nervous time, okay? But let's get into this because this feels really clear, like I said. So yeah, you have been very, 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 very persistent in creating this new life, in this new home, this new environment, this new place. For some of you, it's everything new. It's the home. I'm hearing country. So okay, so new country for some of you. A new state for others of you. I'm not hearing a city, so I think you're moving. If you are relocating or beginning to travel, it's going to be like states, different states, new states that you've never been to, and new countries that you maybe you've been to, but or you've desired to go to these places, and now it's almost like I'm hearing like you're home away from home. So perhaps you are still in the place where you grew up, not necessarily like the physical house, but in the same city, in the same area as where you grew up, Aries. And now you're going to find home in many different places that are completely new, completely different than your home, like where you were born and where you grew up. And you want this. We have the 7 of Spades, 7 of Wands. This is like that persistence, like persevering, like really, really claiming what it is that you know you're ready for and what you deserve. And you're greatly supported in this. This is also the card of spirit, okay, and the ancestors in cardology. And I'm hearing a plane flying right now. Definitely traveling. Okay. Now where I live right now, you don't really hear planes that often. So if every time there is a plane flying or a helicopter or something flying by or over me, in the sky, I know, especially as I'm, channeling a message, I know that travel is involved in your message, okay? So we also have the Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups, 10 of Hearts, as I said, 10 of Cups. So this is you. This is who you're showing up as with this Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups, which to me says whether you're a man or a woman, male or female, your feminine is really leading you right now, guiding you right now. And it is because you are meant to honor her, this feminine within you, and what she has been desiring and what she knows is meant for her to experience here in this lifetime in her human form that she has taken, or that you have taken, Aries, in this lifetime. You're meant to, and it's beginning now. You get it now. That's the clarity, that you're meant to honor what your heart is desiring in its fulfillment, your emotional fulfillment. I'm also hearing creativity. Some of you are artists. Some of you are really talented artists. You like to draw or paint. I'm also seeing tattoos, artists, or like something with like pen work or pencils. Okay. Some of you are poets as well. I'm seeing you writing words like poetry, but you're really honoring your heart and this feminine that is like so receptive, so rooted in and stable in and resting in her receptivity now. Okay. So this is you, Aries. And these are, like I said, the new places and the new connections, new people, new relationships. It doesn't mean that you will leave behind like forever or something, like the connections that you already have. There are some that, okay, let me say it like this. There's a lot of connections and environments that you're not going to be associating with them here in the physical in this lifetime anymore. And then, which is clearing out space, you've cleared up a lot of space for these new connections and new environments. And then there are some that you currently are in, right? Connections and environments that will come with you. And I don't mean like physically they'll be there with you, but I mean like spiritually they're with you. And if you, text or call this person, they're going to be there for you. And they are, I'm also hearing, supporting you and going forth in this new life. Okay. So this is, we know what is currently the case, what you have gained clarity on. This is presenting itself here with the cardology cards that came out. We also have the Two of Swords. So this is why I'm really going to get into the tarot now. But this is some sort of a decision that you're weighing. And I think this is what you're seeking some clarification on. Now, I did hear for every single one of these 5 signs that, are seeking a clarification message today, that it is about a purified mindset. The phrase purification came to me, and I said, of what? Purifying what? And they said the mind. So clubs is the mind, swords is the mind. So 2 of clubs here is like having harmonious thoughts, being decisive. Okay, so there's some sort of decision, something that you're wanting to understand how to move forward with or without, or like just what is the next steps. What are the next steps? And let's get into them, because I'm really feeling that for you. Okay. In the upright position, the 2 of Swords in the tarot can represent indecision and disharmony of the thoughts of the mind, kind of like all over the place, if that comes out here in this tarot, then we'll know that that's affirmed. But I more so want to focus with the tarot here on actually clarifying, supporting you in being decisive. So what are the next steps for Aries? We know what they have received insight on, what Aries has received clarity on. They're honoring themselves. Ooh. Okay, how funny. The cards all went just crazy right now, and look what's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so yeah, indecision. Now let's get you some decision, decisive. Beautiful. All right, yes, there we go. Aries, next steps. What are the next steps for Aries? Oh, you guys. She's here again. This is you. So your first piece of advice is to stay here in this energy that you're in, Aries. Don't move from your seat. Don't move from your throne. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm hearing. Make no sudden movements based on your emotions, right? The Queen of Cups has this tendency here when it's on the lower side of the card. Since it is upright, I don't think you are on the lower side, but I'm going to remind you of this anyways, because Aries, you have a massive heart. You are a giver. You really like to show up for others and support them emotionally and in all the ways, honestly. But especially emotionally, you really hold other people's heart in such a sacred and safe space. And you like to be in connection, in true, vulnerable, intentional, pure connection and love. And you're generous. And the Queen of Cups, like I said, she has this tendency to, and this is the same card, I just want to let you know, Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups, same. She has this tendency to sacrifice her own emotional fulfillment for others and making sure that they're fulfilled. And I see you weighing this right now, which is why it's coming up, and it's affirmed with this Two of Pentacles reversed at the bottom of the deck. This is always like this kind of like a weighing your pentacles, which is represents your earthly experience and your values. Okay, so you're weighing right now. And I think it is connected to people. Who do I want to, should I, for this person? That's what I'm seeing and hearing. Let's keep going. But your first piece of advice, like I said, is to stay here on your throne, making sure that you are emotionally fulfilled first. Stay there. Yeah. So there's something for you to let go of. And with Pentacles here, like I said, your earthly experience and values. When the Four of Pentacles shows up, it's usually, some people say like, oh, you know, stability with money or something like that. But Pentacles coins are not just money. That's such a small part of it. And in fact, with this message, I don't think it has anything to do with money. I think this is all about what your earthly experience has been so far, Aries. And it's almost like you're like, oh my God, this is really happening. This shift, this newness, this change, this transition, transformation is, holy shit, it's really happening. And there's a lot that you know that you have to let go of. And that includes, like I said, environments and people. It could also include here the way that you have been generating an income, money, and material resources, because those ways were not supporting you in your Queen of Cups energy, your emotional fulfillment, which is directly connected to your authentic creative expression. So that inner child, Venus is in Leo now, okay? Leo, 5th house, rules children. And Leo is ruled by the sun. Okay, so it's about, with Venus and Leo, and I think this is directly affecting you, and this just moved into Leo today, okay? So it's about really honoring what is supporting your inner child, your creativity. What makes you light up, Aries? What are you passionate about creating and experiencing? Whatever is not that is what it's time for you to let go of. And I know that this is the case because the Ten of Swords is here at the bottom of the deck. Look how she's kind of like on top of all these swords. And that's kind of looks like a grave, this thing that she's sitting on. And the moon is there. So this is all about the emotions and how your mind, which again, the swords is the mind, okay? And when it's the Ten of Swords, it's like all of these thoughts. It can be like an overwhelming amount of thoughts, you know, triggered by your emotions or triggering your emotions, okay? With the moon here on the card. It's like you're letting all of this, you could be right now letting all of this get to your head so much that you're like, where do I move? Like, how, where, what, I don't even, what, like, who is, and it's 10, so it's the end. Like, this is it. This is the end of this, of you over analyzing and, thinking so much about how this is all gonna happen, or how are you gonna let go of this experience that you are moving out of. And these people, I think that's the hardest part for you, is the connections that you are releasing and letting go of. And I'm going to tell you how you do that. I'll tell you how. This Queen of Cups energy is how you do that. Anything that is not a fuck yes is a fuck no. Anything that is not a fuck yes is a fuck no. Period. Jobs, people, places. Okay. That's it. It must support your authentic creative expression. It must support your heart. It must support your emotional fulfillment. It must support you in sharing the gift that you have, Aries, that you're so passionate about. Okay. I'm going to get one more tarot card here for your advice. Look at that. Affirmative with the 9 of Pentacles. Affirmative, Aries. This is you in your independence saying, you know what? I am enough. My passion is enough. My authenticity is enough. You're claiming this. You're owning this. And then this is also the card of magnetism. Because you're so complete, whole, I'm hearing, like in your sovereignty. You love yourself so much. I know you do. You have unconditional love for you. And you have unconditional support for yourself when it comes to you living this life of your dreams. Nothing is getting in the way of this now, is what I'm hearing. And it will be only you, Aries, that gets in the way in this energy if you don't let go. If you don't let go. So that is your advice, to trust yourself in your sovereignty, to trust what's coming through for you in your authentic creative expression, to trust what's coming through. And I'm also seeing and hearing this, whatever it is that you're being shown, believe what you're being shown in how these people are showing up in your life. People that say that they've, are your childhood friends, or that you guys have been friends for a long time, and that they'll always be there for you, and that they love you and all that. But their actions have been saying otherwise, haven't they? Haven't they? And it's not an independence like you don't need anybody. No. It's I'm whole and I'm complete. I know myself. I love myself. I trust myself to find, to magnetize, to attract the right connections. And I know that because we have the 10 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck in the upright position. This is emotional fulfillment in relationships. And again, we already have the 10 of Cups here. So this is just affirming. You're so ready. You are so ready. I'm actually going to get one more card for you for your advice. Thank you. Ooh, Temperance. Sagittarius energy. In the traditional tarot deck, there is an angel here in this card, which temperance also represents connection to the angels, to divine, to spirit. Balance in your life, and balance, you are experiencing a balance, which is why it's in the upright position of your spirituality and your connection to spirit and your connection here in the physical, to your 3D experience. There's a balance. Okay. I'm hearing some of you could be, if you're not already, working with an archangel, because he does show up here in the traditional tarot illustration of temperance, Archangel Michael. This is Archangel Michael. If you don't know who that is, if you're not currently working with him or considering him as one of your angels or guides, he is showing up for you. So look into Archangel Michael. Okay. All right, I'm going to go into the Oracle, which is very deep in depth. You know this deck here. For your next steps, your advice. What does Aries, Sun, and Rising need to know? And I'm going to choose by feel for you guys. 2, 3. Okay. I cannot make this up, you guys. You just saw me. I chose it by feel after I shuffled it. And we have choices here. So there's that decision for you to make. It's kind of dark, I know. Some sort of choice, decision for you to make. And we have wholeness, which talks about the collective experience. And you embracing that you play a part in the collective experience. That means that you own and you claim and you embrace and you accept and you honor, Aries, your individualism, your individual gifts, because it has a place, a purpose in the collective experience. And then we have empathy or compassion here. I always mix up the two because they look very similar and they come right after one right after the other in this deck. But either way, having some empathy for yourself, having some compassion for yourself, giving yourself some grace throughout this transition. And I'm also hearing gratitude. And yes, have gratitude and express it, for the external support that you are receiving from your angels, from your guides, from your ancestors, from people and environments. Give thanks, sure. But this is about gratitude to yourself. Acknowledge how far you have come, Aries. Okay? You're doing it. You are doing it. Congratulations. I'm going to wrap up your message, Aries, with my favorite Moon Oracle deck here. Always a lovely way to wrap up a reading with some supportive affirmations for you to remember and apply to your experience. So let's see, what are we affirming for Aries today? Ooh, sorry. Try that again. There we go. Aries. I said gratitude. I live each moment with the presence of gratitude. Amen. Blessed be. Okay. And this is your confirmation that you are doing the work. Now is the time to integrate all that I have gathered. Look how she's literally holding. I literally said this in the beginning, you guys, that you're holding. I was seeing you holding this like stone or something in the palm of your hand, and that it's glowing. And look what is happening in this illustration. That's the clarity, like I said, the consciousness, the clarity that you're experiencing. You've gathered it. And now you're integrating it, okay? Let's get one more affirmation for Aries. With a steady mind, I am connected to our collective experience. Okay? There's a lot for you to offer just by being yourself, who you really are, Aries, to the collective. And you can be certain of that. And I want to show you this too at the bottom, because I love this. I craft my core desires with certainty and ease. Blessed be. Thank you, Aries. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for entrusting me to support you in clarifying your next steps. Looks really simple here. It's not so complicated. And I love that for you, which shows that you really have been showing up for yourself and doing this work and gathering this insight and clarity. I love it. I love you. Be so well. Give yourself grace and gratitude. Please don't forget to like and subscribe below, and I'll see you soon, Aries.